Hi, I am Ashwin Tambe. The IB Mathematics internal assessment is assessed using 5 criteria, with a total of 20 marks, and moderators carefully check specific elements within each criterion to ensure consistency and fairness. Criterion A, Presentation, 4 marks. This focuses on how well the exploration is organized and structured. A good IA should have a clear introduction with a defined aim, a logical flow of ideas, and a conclusion that links back to the aim. Graphs, tables, and diagrams should be neatly included and properly labeled. Moderators check whether the work reads like a coherent mathematical report rather than disconnected sections, and whether the reader can easily follow the progression of ideas without confusion. Criterion B, Mathematical Communication, 4 marks. This assesses how clearly and correctly mathematics is expressed. Students must use proper notation, symbols, terminology, and representations such as graphs and equations. All variables should be defined, and steps should be shown clearly. Moderators look for consistency in notation, correct use of mathematical language, and whether the mathematics is explained in a way that is understandable to the reader. Criterion C, Personal Engagement, 3 marks. This criterion measures the student's individual involvement and originality in the exploration. It is not about the topic itself, but how the student approaches it. Evidence includes independent thinking, creative approaches, making choices and methods, or exploring different perspectives. Moderators check whether the work goes beyond textbook examples and shows that the student has taken ownership of the investigation. Criterion D, Reflection, 3 marks. Reflection involves thinking critically about the results and the process. Students should interpret their findings, discuss whether the results make sense, identify limitations, and suggest possible improvements or extensions. Moderators look for meaningful comments on accuracy, assumptions, and the effectiveness of the mathematical methods used, rather than simple statements or descriptions. Criterion E, Use of Mathematics, 6 marks. This is the most heavily weighted criterion, and evaluates the quality and level of mathematics used. The mathematics should be relevant to the topic, correct, and at an appropriate level for the course. Students should demonstrate understanding by applying concepts, not just using formulas. Moderators check for accuracy, depth, and whether the mathematics is sufficiently challenging and well developed. They also ensure that the mathematics supports the aim of the exploration. Overall, moderators do not just check whether the student has included these components, but also how effectively they are integrated. A high-scoring IA clearly communicates ideas, shows genuine engagement, includes thoughtful reflection, and uses appropriate and accurate mathematics throughout.